Mom, dad, brother, sister. Wait for me. Not dead. Wait, where is this? These shackles reek of rotten eggs.
Kill him.
You beast, abducting commoners' daughters.
Even embezzling disaster relief funds? Li Miu, you're unfit to be crown prince.
My name is also Li Miu. I am a crown prince. How many evil deeds has this body committed? Wait, that's...
Since I've been reborn in this tyrant's body, I must survive. This crown prince's crimes are innumerable. All court officials want him dead. If I don't kill him, I can't secure the throne in this world. I'm alone. I must be ruthless. Li Miu, we gave you a chance. You brought this death upon yourself. Execute him.
Mom and dad are dead. Forget it. I'll die here too. No, if I die, who will tend their graves? I must live.
Good riddance to such scum.
This root of trouble is finally about to be severed.
Your Majesty, you cannot kill me.
Begging for mercy even at death's door?
I hid the 300,000 taels of silver in a place only I know. Kill me, and the great Zhou's treasury will be completely empty.
Hold! Bring him here. We will interrogate him personally. Now, with the treasury depleted, and the river dikes collapsing, you dare to embezzle and break the law, disregarding the people? Li Miu, we ask you, the silver for repairing the dikes. Whose pockets did it all end up in? That secret letter? Where exactly did you hide it?
Your Majesty, have mercy. This humble official is utterly loyal to the court, harboring no selfish thoughts. I truly do not know. Your Majesty, please see the truth. I dare not speak a single false word.
If he does not die, I fear this empress's phoenix throne will be unstable. Tell the imperial physician to prepare a bowl of tranquil heart decoction. This empress will deliver it to Lord Li personally. Your Majesty, calm your anger. Seeing your Majesty toiling through the night, I specially prepared medicinal soup. Please have Lord Li partake as well, to soothe his spirit.
This soup, something's wrong with it. Her eyes. She wants my life.
Lord Li, do not be afraid. This is a token of my goodwill. Drink it while it's hot.
Ah. The soup is poisoned.
Nonsense.
Your Majesty, all remaining followers of the traitor, Li Miu, have been captured. The secret letter has been destroyed. Take him away for harsh interrogation. I will make an example of all who embezzle.
It's over. There's no way out in this deep palace. My second brother used to practice Sanda with me as a punching bag. At least he'd leave me breathing. But this commander really wants to tear me apart.
The one Fong Pavilion case is a dead end with no proof. If you won't tell me where the money is, I'll follow military law. First, I'll sever your tendons. Let's see if your mouth is harder. Or my blade is harder. You parasite. Every second you live is an insult to the warriors of Great Zhou.
In this era of chaotic laws, only absolute logic can stand firm. The Crown Prince's embezzlement case is full of holes. I must convict him personally to truly purge the court. Commander Li, by His Majesty's order, the Crown Prince's case is transferred to the censorate. He cannot die or be maimed until he reveals the silver's whereabouts. According to Great Zhou law, embezzling 300,000 taels of relief funds is punishable by extermination of 9 clans. But in your confession, you claim the imperial consort ordered it.
Yes, it was her.
Lies. The consort's family has been incorruptible for generations, and on the day of the crime, she was praying at the temple. Your testimony is completely illogical. If you think this will save you, I'll show you what true suffering is.
This pressure is exactly like my elder sister, the top lawyer. The way she looks at me isn't like looking at a brother. It's like looking at a criminal who must be sent to death row.
Look at this deed. The handwriting mimics yours. But the final stroke of the Jin character has a habitual hook. That's the classic Jinwu calligraphic style.
Wait. You said the handwriting is wrong? That means someone forged my signature with modern legal thinking. Since I don't know where the money is, I'll first prove the evidence is fake.
This rebel actually knows to challenge the evidence. Interesting.
Not dead yet? I need to increase the dosage.
If he dares trick his elder sister, I'll break his neck myself. Kill! Kill him! This useless crown prince stole 300,000 taels of army pay. My men had to eat scraps. In this world, to survive, I must hold tight to military power. To prove my loyalty, I'll use the crown prince's life as my pledge. Since the crown prince can't reveal the silver's whereabouts, he must have a tough hide. All troops, heed my command. Make him run the full obstacle course. Anyone who falls behind gets beaten to death. As you command. Charge!
This running pace, these obstacles. It's like his hellish training week. 2 inhales, 1 exhale. Engage your core.
That move he just did. It's not the opening stance of any martial art from Great Joe. That jump angle is the power point for modern combat explosiveness. He's just a useless ancient guy.
Father is growing impatient.
Elder sister, this crown prince is a bit odd. He actually knows about warm-ups and stretching.
"3 days since my soul crossed over. I've figured it out. This crown prince is the empress's legitimate son. As long as he lives, I'll be forever chained to the maternal family's war chariot, waiting to die. I'm a TCM professor. I can kill without leaving a trace. My son, you've suffered in the military camp. This is a tonic your mother prepared for you.
This taste. Clove mint. And a strong scent of calcium gluconate. Oh my God, this isn't a tonic. This is lab-made biochemical soup. Mother, your son is allergic to such multivitamins. I really can't drink it.
Vitamins? Such a word shouldn't exist in Great Joe. What nonsense is he talking? Drink it. Or I'll stick this long needle into your bihue acupoint.
Chemical formula. Could there be another transmigrator in this palace?
Today's hunt. Whoever takes the white wolf's head will lead the investigation into the 300,000 taels of silver case.
This isn't wolf hunting. This is hunting me.
That's the private self-defense technique I taught my little brother. Only one person should call the shots in Great Joe.
I don't want to fail. I haven't even passed CET for yet. Help!
Fail?
CET4?
What I meant, your son was hanging on a tree. Doomed for sure.
Elder brother, Father invites you to a farewell feast tonight. That plate of crimson poison insects was handpicked by Father for you.
Crimson poison insects. Could it be?
I've recently acquired a delicacy from a foreign land. One must remove the head and shell to savor its essence. Everyone, please, help yourselves.
Holy shit, it's spicy crawfish. That familiar spice aroma. This old man is a real tyrant. How does he know how to make this? Does he want to poison me?
This isn't the taste from the Zhang's lobster place. Next to my lab, is it? No, Li Jinghong. How does this tyrant know how to peel shrimp? Is he trying to entrap me?
The Great Zhou legal code never recorded such a food. This is a probability trap. I absolutely cannot make the first move.
The texture of the meat after peeling this thing is on a completely different level from the bugs I ate during my Special Forces survival training. I miss it so much. Why is no one daring to eat? Crown Prince, didn't you say you feared no death?
If I die a well-fed ghost.
Li Jinghong, you condone the Crown Prince's embezzlement. And now you consume demonic creatures in the ancestral temple. The Great Zhou throne should change hands. Ha ha ha. This hall is sealed. The Imperial Guards are far outside the city. Commander Li, if you switch sides, I will infect you as a prince. Infect as a prince. I was a Special Forces instructor in my past life. I despise this kind of workplace backstabbing the most.
Empress, behind you.
Although this body is weak, but my knowledge of acupressure points for anesthesia. No one understands anatomy better than I do.
Second brother. Straight ahead, 3 o'clock. That's a load-bearing wall. Shatter it. The roof beam will collapse and crush them.
3 o'clock direction. Such tactical terminology. How does she know that? The psychological fortitude of these rebels is too weak. Just kill the leader, and they'll immediately collapse. Then the whole family can accompany this empire to its grave. Ah!
Can't move. Damn it. Run. I haven't even passed level 4 yet. Help!
Level 4.
Here.
Lemieux, you blockhead. Still thinking of deleting your search history? I've been looking for you like crazy. Lemieux. I'm Li Jinghong.
I thought all of you died in that car accident.
Mom, stop crying.
What nonsense are you two talking about? What's CET for? Lemukian, go clean these bad students out for me.
Second boy, don't kill them too fast. Mom hasn't tested my ancient version tear gas yet.
Now that our whole family is here, let's team up and see how we wash the Imperial Court in blood.
Your Majesty, regarding the Imperial Ancestral Temple Rebellion, although the second prince was killed, the Crown Prince's immorality and his incitement of princes to kill each other has spread throughout the capital. If we don't depose the Crown Prince to appease public anger, the foundation of Great Zhou will be unsafe. That old fox wants to cut off my retreat right after I've just stabilized the Imperial Guards. Do all of you ministers share the same opinion?
Father, this son is incompetent. He let my second brother go astray. Grand Tutor Zhao is right. I'm willing to guard the Imperial Mausoleum and pray for the blessing of Great Zhou.
Father, since he is willing to go to the Imperial Mausoleum, why not also let me take charge of the suburban patrol camp? to keep the crown prince from any trouble.
These two siblings used to be at each other's throats. Today the Princess Royal is so eager to seize power. It seems the crown prince is really done for.
Here, this trick of yours of self-inflicted harm to win sympathy was played quite well. Grand Tutor Zhao has taken the bait. He thinks you two siblings are at odds. And he will definitely try to win Zhao over.
Dad, I've already tracked down all of Grand Tutor Zhao's diehard followers and the Imperial Guards. But if we want to take him down, we need to get that roster of his private army first. The roster is in the secret room of the Zhao mansion. Here. Since you're going to the Imperial Mausoleum. Just disappear on the road for a few days by the way.
Empress. Everyone outside says the Crown Prince is an evil spirit reincarnated. That's why he caused siblings to kill each other. Empress, this phoenix seat. Noble Consort Zhao has been in the palace for 3 years. I'm afraid you haven't even finished reading the female admonitions yet. Guards. Bring Noble Consort Zhao's expense accounts from these past few days. According to Great Zhou's ancestral system, a noble consort gets a monthly stipend of 50 taels of silver. But the spices in your palace last month and silk cloth add up to 3,000 taels of silver. Noble Consort Zhao, where did you get all this silver? Did your family subsidize it? Lord Zhao, as the chief minister, his annual salary is only 1,000 taels of grain. To subsidize you 3,000 taels. That means he embezzled the National Treasury's bridge building funds.
Seal up all his private shops.
Second brother is right. Only if I die once. Will Grand Tutor Zhao reveal the location of the hidden troops?
The Crown Prince was assassinated and is missing. The Crown Prince is dead, the nation's foundation is shaken. Please swiftly establish the third prince as the heir. I am still on the throne. Grand Tutor, you can't wait, can you?
Right here. Grand Tutor Zhao. What you want to establish is not an heir, but this great Zhou's deed of sale, the private seal on this covenant. Do you still recognize it, Grand Tutor?
Nonsense. This is a forgery.
The seal is fake. But the 300,000 taels of private silver in the Shu Land Bank is real.
Ah, this.
Mom, Dad, we've passed the first hurdle.
The covenant shows the crisis for Great Zhou isn't in the capital, but in the southern border. We can only carve out our true territory here.
Grand Tutor Zhao is suspicious. If I were truly his accomplice, he would have kept this name as a death warrant to control me. Now, erasing it has only one possibility. He's covering for the real conspirator and driving a wedge between us father and daughter.
I checked the Southern Border Envoy's daily records from 3 years ago when they entered the capital. That day, eldest sister was unconscious for 3 whole days at the royal hunting grounds. The signing date of this covenant happens to be within those 3 days.
Your Majesty, do you think killing one old minister will cleanse the capital? The Grand Princess has been operating in the southern capital for years. Whose name is that? Are you clear in your heart? If I believed you, Great Zhou would truly be in chaos. I came today to tell you that covenant I had someone write a copy long ago. Whoever jumps out to claim it.
Is your true master. Grey Joe law is clear, those who damage an imperial covenant. Eunuch, are you trying to silence for the southern border king? Or help your second prince's remnants escape? So the blacked out name wasn't Li Muzhao, but a scheme to protect the second prince's last bloodline and drive a wedge. Eldest sister lured the snake out, successfully clearing her suspicion.
Your Majesty, it's truly a natural disaster. The capital has 1 million people. Without southern grain, we might not survive this winter.
The southern border king is hoarding for profit. They cut off the southern grain, but let the capital's private grain merchants hoard like crazy. Mom, can the old, stale grain in our official granaries be of any use?
Just follow my ancient method, using wine lees for steaming. And then drying it with lime. Even old grain can be rid of mold. Here, you go contact those obedient small grain merchants. We're going to play a big game.
I will issue an inspection notice, claiming the court has already mobilized 1 million elite rice from the northern border to enter the capital in 3 days, forcing grain prices down by 30%.
I'll lead troops to the pass, creating the illusion of an army escorting the grain. Good. As long as the special envoy thinks we really have grain to protect his capital, he will definitely rush to sell off all the grain he's hoarded before the northern Liang grain enters the capital. Enough to feed the capital's people for a year. This is the special agarwood from the Southern Territory, offered to your Majesty. May the two lands remain in eternal peace.
Young prince, you've come from afar. This dish was personally bestowed by the emperor. Please, you must taste it.
Your humble servant. Your humble servant has been a vegetarian since childhood and cannot partake in meat.
Do you really think I can't see the trick in this agarwood?
How dare you? The Southern Territory dares to play such tricks in front of me? Seize him!
This isn't the Southern Territory's military tally. This is the deputy seal of the capital's patrol battalion. The Southern Territory king has a highly placed insider in the capital.
My seal has been swapped. Your Majesty, the patrol battalion has mutinied. Please reclaim the military authority. The patrol battalion is crucial to the capital's safety. Yet its deputy seal appears on a southern rebel. This is a capital offense. I beg your Majesty to strip him of his military authority and entrust it to this old minister for management. General Li Muqian, for failing to strictly control his subordinates and losing the military tally, his seal as Imperial Guard Commander is hereby revoked. Take him to the judicial prison for interrogation. The patrol battalion shall be temporarily commanded by Deputy General Zhou.
What happened in the hall just now was an act for their benefit. That deputy seal, you kept it on your person. Besides our own people, who would get close to you?
That night at the family banquet, the only time I was separated from it was when I went to the side chamber to change clothes. The one who led the way was the old eunuch from the Empress Dowager's side.
I've also investigated. That night, the incense burner in the changing chamber had confusion grass added to it. which can induce hallucinations for half a quarter of an hour.
A thing like a deputy seal is useless to the Southern Territory king, unless he can instantly mobilize the patrol battalion in the capital to turn traitor. Here, you investigate Deputy General Joe.
Tomorrow at noon. As soon as the Grand Princess sets out on her inspection, I will set an ambush on the official road. An accident will occur. Make sure the Grand Princess meets her adhere. Then frame the southern remnants for it. Ah. Ah.
General Joe just attempted to assassinate me on the official road. Do you gentlemen think this was the Southern Territory's order? Or did the deputy seal in his hand make him lose his mind?
Wasn't the Grand Princess in the carriage?
That was a drill of mine. According to Great Joe law, execute first, report later. By now, the Crown Prince has led troops to close the net.
Li Muqian, weren't you locked in the water dungeon?
My second brother practices martial arts. Ever heard of the collarbone technique? That chain wasn't locked from the very beginning.
Speaking of the real deputy seal, who did you give it to?
The rear palace has already been purged once. If there's still someone, they can only be hiding in the shadows, never showing their face. Emperor, this old one is aged, but not yet confused. The theft of the deputy seal is the Empress's oversight. If she doesn't surrender the Phoenix seal, it will be hard to quell public anger.
Mother Empress, since you say the loss of the deputy seal is the Empress's fault, what if I find the real Phoenix seal right here?
In this old one's palace, besides scriptures, there is nothing. If the Emperor cannot find it, it would be an act of defiance.
Grandmother, the sandalwood scent under your chair. Why does it have a whiff of kerosene? Could it be hiding something afraid of the light?
According to Great Joe writes, Sinang Palace changes its curtains on the first day of each month. But the ledger shows that over the past 3 months, Sinang Palace used twice the amount of cotton wadding.
Empress Dowager, is this extra cotton wadding used to wrap the seal? Or to conceal an extra person here?
Mother Empress, your daily meals have one more portion than usual. You thought it was a gesture of filial piety. In reality, it's the death warrant for this death warrior. Are you raising private troops for the Prince of Nanjing? Or are you waiting for my demise?
Father, Mother, is it really clean this time?
No, not yet. Before the Southern Territory's youngest son took his own life, he wrote a Li character on his palm. Not our Li, but the true ruler of Southern Jin, whose surname is Li. I have searched through the entire Imperial clan registry. All Imperial descendants bear the surname Li. But the blood letter seems to point to the one who was silenced.
3 generations ago, there was a Prince Li Sheng. He died mysteriously in his Southern Territory fiefdom. History says he had no heirs. But according to the military service records of recent years, the Southern Territory has consistently sent a pension payment to a nameless manor.
So, the Prince of the Southern Territory doesn't want to rebel. He believes he is the legitimate heir. The Border Patrol's seal in his hand might not have been stolen at all. Rather, someone believes he is the true sovereign.
Your Honor, why is there a page missing from the royal diary from 30 years ago?
It's just age and bookworms. Why dwell on the dead, princess?
But the axle on this bookshelf is freshly worn. That means the page wasn't lost 30 years ago. It was torn out just days ago.
This blade work, it's the style of the Tyrant Prince's old guard. Your master is hiding at Cloud Perch Villa outside the city, isn't he? Jing Hong. After 30 years, you're still so rash. Is the throne weighing heavily on you? Our foolish father banished me to the southern border, then faked my suicide. Li Jinghong, your claim to the throne is illegitimate. It lacks all justification. If my brother truly lived, I would gladly yield. But I recall a cinnabar mole on his left hand's tiger's mouth. You.
Look, Mother. When Father mentioned the mole, his eyes flicked instinctively to his own left hand. He even pulled his sleeve back. He's guilty.
And that's not all. He carries a faint scent of sandalwood. A habit from long-term infiltration in the palace. Or from being extremely close to the Empress Dowager. He's stalling for time. Second brother to the back mountain.
They're going to set smoke. No weapons. Wet cloth over your mouths. Knock over their braziers. We're not here to kill, but to cut off their...
The method Grand Tutor Zhao taught you is clever. The seal is real. But you forgot. The late emperor never used paper for his final edicts. Only imperial brocade. This paper is southern wrought tan paper. Will you continue this charade?
He is a fake, but the southern border prince is real. He has already reached 10 mile pavilion outside the capital. And he brings with him the pardons of the 3 southern provinces. Li Jinghong and that family.
The pardon is for the prince alone, plus 2 attendants.
An empty fort stratagem. Then this prince will test it. Is it this stone you want, prince, or this entire realm? I want justice. Hand it over. Prince, the 2 assassins you brought have unsteady steps.
You think they are your confidants? They're Grand Tutor Zhao's last pieces left on the Great Zhou board. They want you and our father to destroy each other.
Prince, Grand Tutor Zhao wants you branded a regicide. So he can install your young son as his puppet. You didn't understand this killing with a borrowed knife scheme.
The Great Zhou does not need a civil war. Your Highness should return to the southern border. But the mole in the capital must be identified by you. The mole is not in the court, but in this mausoleum. There is one person who never died. He is the mastermind behind the plot. To eliminate your entire family.
Although the handwriting resembles mine, the brushwork habits are completely different. This is an extremely rare form of left-handed writing. In Great Zhou, only the direct descendants of the Southern Sioux family would practice writing mirror characters with their left hand from childhood to prevent secret letters from being destroyed.
Father, the Sioux family was executed 30 years ago for treason. Mother was the sole survivor. But on the family register, next to Mother's name, there was once a spot of ink that was scraped away.
The Southern Border King said the traitor is in the mausoleum. Could it be that someone from the Sioux family survived that year and has been hiding deep within the imperial tombs all this time?
Lord Lingguan, why was the Sioux family's youngest daughter's birth chart the only thing missing from the confiscation list that year? In Great Zhou, this is a mandatory registry item for the treasury.
Reporting to the Grand Princess. The fire was too intense that year, it was likely burned.
The paper's edge is smooth. A fire would have caused curling. This page wasn't burned. It was cut away with an extremely fine, sharp blade. My lord, why is your hand trembling?
There's a callus on the thumb web, a sign of a hand long used to holding a brush. Not a knife. Where are you a clerk from?
Trying to plant a spy beside me? Then I'll invite you right into the trap. You've come a long way, you must be tired. Here, go sprinkle the incense powder from the imperial office in the hall. I will pray for the Empress Dowager.
Father, mother, eldest sister. That person is very smart. They avoided all the thresholds, but she forgot. As long as she tries to imitate mother's gait, her center of gravity will inevitably lean to the left.
Found her. The person whose footprint matches mother's exactly. Is among those cleaning maids.
Did you know the daughters of the Sioux family never add foam to their tea? Your ladyship jests. This humble servant comes from a poor family and wouldn't know such things. Whose shadow are you, really?
Oh, Your Majesty. This concerns the royal bloodline. Empress, you must prove your innocence. Re-examine the Sioux family's secret blood verification method. Empress, please proceed. If you are truly a daughter of the Sioux family, this water should remain clear.
Old Prince, why is the craftsman's mark from the southern border on the bottom of this basin? Are you saying my mother's innocence must be determined by something left by southern border rebels?
Old Prince, 30 years ago, the Sioux family was exterminated. You signed the final report, stating the Sioux line had ended. Yet now you present this basin, claiming a Sioux relative exists.
The evidence is here. A test will reveal the truth.
Since your highness is so certain this water works, why don't you test it first? After all, I've heard your principal consort also hails from the southern border Sioux family.
The water is tampered with. Someone has meddled with it. Old Prince, whether the water is faulty, we do not know. But we do know this. Your claim that someone meddled with it is an admission that this so-called miracle is merely a trick you devised to frame the Empress. Reporting to your Majesty, the craftsman has confessed. The old prince ordered him to coat the basin's inner layer with black alum. Any blood dripped into it would turn black upon contact.
Father, mother, the old prince kept staring at elder sister before he died. He wasn't hating her. He was looking at the jade pendant at her waist.
This was left by the original host's mother. I've investigated. The patterns on this pendant, when assembled, form a map of the palace's underground defenses.
I sleep here daily, yet never knew such a lifeline lay beneath my feet.
This underground palace is built following the mountain's contours. If this is the gate of life, then the dry well and sea-neighing palace must be the fatal point. Father, the person below, if he can manipulate the axle, it means he hasn't gone mad.
You finally come. 30 years. You stole my throne and imprisoned me in this dark chamber.
Brother, look at his attire. That's the princely regalia from 30 years ago.
Father's original host actually imprisoned his own blood brother?
His Majesty sent us to hear your final words. What else do you have to say?
Your gait, your gaze, are not those of the weak crown prince. Whose child are you, truly? That scoundrel Li Jinghong actually dared to send a decoy to test me? Your Majesty, a disaster. Rebels have breached the Meridian Gate.
How dare you? This is the solemn Great Hall. How dare you block the way? Alas! The Emperor avoids us, and now the Empress blocks us here. Could it be that this bedchamber holds some hidden remnants of the previous dynasty that cannot see the light of day? Your Majesty, please calm your anger. This humble consort is merely following the rules. We beg your Majesty's understanding. Mother Empress is concerned for the nation's fate. This humble consort understands, but the Emperor is practicing the meditation technique left by the late Emperor. It is most sensitive to disturbance. If we force our way in and harm the imperial body, who can bear the responsibility?
Beat the tubs and basins at the rhythm I taught you. As long as the outside world believes this is part of the cultivation practice, the Empress Dowager would not dare to defy all under heaven.
Imperial brother, if you want to live, shut up.
Imperial grandmother, the demonic aura you mentioned, could be from this mischievous ink tiger of mine. It disturbed Father Emperor's meditation. I was just about to take it away for punishment.
This is not for suppressing demons. This is a blood lure. This kind of paper changes color when it encounters long-accumulated, light-deprived decay aura. Mom, Dad, that person has been underground for too long. The scent on him can no longer be hidden.
Li Sheng, 30 years ago you were defeated. Now, if you wish to expose me, I will simply perish with you. But that illegitimate son of yours, wandering in the southern border, might not survive the night. How do you know? Zhao Hong clearly said he had protected him.
Imperial uncle, Zhao Hong is dead. His so-called protection was merely to use you as his final pawn. Do you think the Southern Border King truly wants to support you? What he wants is the complete collapse of the Li family's empire, to allow foreign tribes to invade.
This is the latest movement from the southern border. Your child is now held by the Southern Border King, as a hostage, locked in a water dungeon. The only one who can save him is the current Great Zhou Emperor.
Ah. What do you want me to do? Ah. I want you to continue fighting to the death. But at the appropriate time, deliver an imperial edict from the late emperor to those restless princes. An edict that denounces the Southern Border King as the true traitor. It is easy to change the ruler of the land, but hard to guard this heart. Although we are not the real ones. Since we have inherited this karma, we must act as if we are.
Father, just now, in the deepest part of the underground palace, I saw a line of characters on the wall. It wasn't left by us. It seemed more like it was carved by the original host, Li Mu, before his death. Which elder brother does the original host refer to? Could it be that second brother's original host also wanted to kill him? The original owner Li Mu, before his death, wrote this blood letter with his own hand. It was not without reason.
When I took over this body, it was being caned at the training ground.
The handwriting matches, but the strokes in the blood letter are extremely rushed. Father, Mother, I think what the original owner meant by changed might not be betrayal, but replacement.
General, the goods from the south have arrived. Same old rules? Take them to the private warehouse in West Mountain. Make them. As usual. Lead the way tonight. I need to see them myself.
Little brother, look. 3 years ago, after the original owner's second brother fell from his horse, Chen Feng started frequently sending letters to the southern border.
The older brother has changed. Doesn't mean the second brother is rebelling, but that the original owner discovered his deputy, Chun Feng, was the poisonous thorn the southern border king planted in the capital.
Heh. General, all these years, under the guise of military reviews, you've been smuggling weapons. Today, you've finally gathered enough. Long live the Emperor! Long live the Emperor! Your Majesty, this old minister truly cannot stand by any longer. The stabilizing general, Li Wuqian, is colluding with the southern border. The weapons are in West Mountain. Please investigate, Your Majesty. Where is the stabilizing general?
Father, Deputy Chun claims second brother is plotting rebellion with the weapons as evidence. But what I saw in West Mountain was a grand performance of deception.
Minister Xiao, no, Deputy Chen. You thought second brother was helping you smuggle these past 3 years. In truth, what he shipped each time was scrap metal, just empty shells. The real weapons were transferred long ago to the northern border's military supply depot.
Impossible. I saw him sign and fingerprint it with my own eyes.
The person you saw signing was indeed disguised as second brother. But you forgot my brother never uses his left hand to hold the paper.
This fragrance is called Seek the Truth. I'm afraid the mask on your face is about to melt.
Ha ha ha. You think you've won? The southern border king is already on his way. He holds in his hand the document. That will make the world despise the royal family and change the dynasty. Elder brother. Today, witnessed by all nations. The throne was seized by force while our father was gravely ill. This secret decree from the late emperor states it clearly. The one to inherit the throne should have been this prince. I've waited 30 years for this secret decree of yours. Third brother, explain to your royal uncle, what is wrong with this decree?
Royal uncle. The handwriting on this secret decree is indeed the late emperor's. But in his later years, the late emperor suffered from diabetes. These edict strokes are forceful and penetrating through the paper. Clearly someone imitated. The calligraphy from the late emperor's prime.
Even a child could forge it, but this private seal is the only one in the world.
The seal is genuine, but the ink paste is wrong. The ambergris ink paste reserved for the late emperor ran out of supply 30 years ago due to the southern border unrest. This ink paste contains red clay unique to the southern border, royal uncle. You added to this decree in the southern border, didn't you?
Royal uncle. Those assassins you planted among the envoys have followed Chen Feng. Today at this feast, will you dine alone, or leave with this worthless paper?
Royal uncle. My late father spared your life, not out of mercy, but because the great Zhou Empire needed someone to guard our doorstep in the southern border.
Your subject is guilty. Long live the emperor, long live the emperor. Sigh. We've finally secured our footing in this era.
But the way home is probably truly severed.
Before his death, Chun Feng said, that brother has changed doesn't refer to the second prince. He meant, deep within the imperial palace, another royal brother with the surname Li. Father, I initially thought this was a tire, but upon closer look, the ring has 8 nodes. This is the 8 consciousnesses cycle diagram, lost for 50 years in esoteric Buddhism.
30 years ago, the late emperor used this as a pretext to purge a group of alchemists who claimed to foresee the future. If that mad old man is truly a survivor of that turmoil, he must possess what the original emperor's father feared most.
He drew this diagram to wait for someone to give the secret signal. Old man, you must go yourself, but not as the emperor.
"30 years, the longevity puzzle I gave you, have you solved it?" "You're not him. His breathing isn't this heavy. Whose are you, daring to fish for information from this old man?"
Old sir, you drew this circle to conceal the underground ventilation shaft, right? What's hidden below isn't gold, but fragments of the daily records of past emperors, correct?
Ah.
Old man, this old monster isn't a time traveler. But he understands an ancient art of observing auras. He sensed the discord between our aura and the original hosts.
Since he wants to see the aura, then we'll perform a true dragon descending for him. Second brother, go fetch the armor sealed away 30 years ago. Your Majesty, this madman claims to have seen the late Emperor's spirit manifest. He says the Great Zhou faces a calamity of usurpation and substitution. He begs your Majesty to permit him to identify the true dragon publicly.
This will make your complexion pale, making you look more like the original host's sickly state in his later years. Third brother, watch for your signal.
Auspicious signs appear, the dragon kneels, long live the great Zhou.
You've won. But the real Li Jinghong left a box under the dragon throne before he died.
Dad, this lock is called the Meridian Blood Lock. Inside the lock core are complex capillary pathways. If the blood's viscosity or scent doesn't match the original host family line, the strong acid inside will instantly destroy the contents.
Mom, our blood definitely won't match the original host's. How do we open it?
The original host, Li Jinghong, suffered from severe diabetes. His blood was extremely sweet and coagulated very slowly. What we need to do is use medicinal stones to instantly alter the properties of this drop of your blood.
The original host, Li Jinghong, he foresaw our arrival long ago.
So, this isn't a transmigration. It's a return. To preserve the Great Zhou, the original host Li Jinghong used some extreme ancient method to summon us from 30 years later.
No, Dad. Look at the brushstrokes in this painting. The original host Li Jinghong drew this on his deathbed. He didn't just foresee us. He was creating us.
Crown Prince. The Imperial Clan Court possesses a judgment mirror left by our ancestors. Any evil spirit in disguise will reveal its true form before the mirror. If your Highness has a clear conscience, please proceed.
The old fox wants to play with physical attacks. That mirror must have been tampered with.
According to Chapter 7 of the Imperial Clan Law, to activate the Sword Heart Mirror, it requires the presence of the Emperor, the Empress, and 3 titled Imperial Princes as witnesses. Old Prince, conducting this private trial of the Crown Prince, are you attempting to deceive the sovereign? Or plotting rebellion?
This old subject acts for the sake of the state and its altars.
The state and its altars are governed by law. If verification is needed, then in 3 days we shall move to the altar of heaven. In front of all civil and military officials, verify it.
This is not a mirror, it's a stacked lens. By grinding from different angles, it projects a distorted human face under specific light. Second brother, check the light opening behind the mirror. Third brother, prepare the fire oil powder.
Since the people in the painting have come to life, this mirror cannot keep them.
This paper is made by bonding mulberry bark paper with starch paste. Here used candle flame to steam it through moisture, loosening the adhesive.
The person in the painting is not a prophecy, but the portrait of those 5 sacrificial offerings. Mom, Dad, big sister, second brother, we're not summoned here. We are the 5 souls of the exorcised ghosts returning.
Look at this line, sacrifices reversed, living souls misplaced. It means the ritual back then failed, those 5 sacrificial offerings escaped. And that person is now in the Imperial Clan Court.
It seems that in the Great Zhou dynasty, those who want us to be monsters are far more than just the old prince.
Mom, big sister, the medicinal smell from that sedan chair is soul-returning incense. This state preceptor is the one who laid the scheme 30 years ago.
Royal bloodline, naturally discerned by heaven. If one enters the realm and their shadow changes, they are a body-snatching monster or a branch.
State preceptor, your mirror heart state seems afraid of heat. Second brother, shoot it.
The state preceptor uses light refraction into the mirror, placing behind it a shadow puppet painted with pigments to create the illusion of a monster. Such a common trick can also reach the altar of heaven.
This is mind cleansing powder, specifically to neutralize your residual datura poison. All ministers, open your eyes and see clearly who is the monster causing chaos to the realm.
Old Prince, State Preceptor. 30 years ago, you exploited Father Emperor's desire for immortality, killing my uncles. Today, you try the same trick again. Arrest them. Ha ha ha. You may win today, but you cannot win against that 30-year contract. As long as that person is not dead. Your whole family will eventually turn back into the dead objects in that painting.
Dad, these 4 symbols correspond in ancient seal script to Run, Z, Gung, Shun. According to the Great Zhou's 9 chapters on mathematics superposition, their stroke nodes precisely formed these 4 shapes.
Not only that, these 4 symbols represent the moment of the 7 stars alignment 30 years ago, and the so-called 1996, in the Great Zhou calendar, is called the year of return to the void.
So, it's not that someone is waiting for us. But the original owner, Li Jinghong, calculated this set of numbers and chose to take his own life at that moment, thus triggering our replacement.
Keeper of the archives, why is the ink color of this stellar records volume different from the others? Although an old bamboo slip, the pine soot smell in the ink is too strong. This is new ink from the last 3 years.
The Grand Princess is wise. This was rebuilt by Grand Tutor Zhao back in the day.
He had it rebuilt to cover up the truth. Sister, look at the scratches under this layer of old ink. This was never a record of star signs in the first place. It's a map of the underground water flow beneath the Imperial Palace.
This breathing technique belongs to a master of internal boxing. Tell me, which palace does this well lead to?
This isn't poison, it's bone shriveling powder. These people have been taking this drug for a long time. They forcibly altered their bone structure, here. Before these people took this drug, their builds should have been exactly the same as your second elder brothers.
So Grand Tutor Zhao has been raising body doubles for my second brother all along. In the line, the elder brother has changed written in the blood letter. Means that there have been countless fake second brothers in this world all along.
Third brother, close your eyes. They use the angle of the bronze mirror to create a visual illusion here. Focus and listen to the footsteps.
Second brother, 3 steps to the left and splash the ink. No matter how well you imitate him, you still have the smell of sea fish in your nail crevices. You're from the Southern Frontier Navy. The real second brother has been with me these past few days. He only smells of saltpeter on him.
The final approver turned out to be the late emperor.
Since you've found the Mirror Palace, Emperor, I will hide nothing from you anymore. This imperial throne of the Great Zhou was never meant to be sat on by just one person. Oh, ancestors above. Today we draw the soul-breaking blade. If the Emperor is the true dragon heir, the blade will not harm him.
Since Mother Empress wants this test, I will oblige. But if I come out unharmed regarding the power over the ancestral temple, shouldn't Mother Empress let go of her hold?
Dowager Empress, this blade is made of magnetite. You had gold thread of opposing magnetic polarity embroidered on the collar of the late Emperor's dragon robe. But you forgot, I added a thick layer of black iron lining to my ritual robe last night.
And as for you, you've been wearing a mask this whole time. But just now, when you moved to save the Dowager Empress, the footwork you used instinctively is the star-plucking hand of the Southern Frontier Princess Manor.
Dowager Empress, Prince of Southern Frontier, you two used the rumor of the Guishi year. Created chaos with drugs and body doubles. All just to turn me into your puppet.
I've finally fully cracked the 1996 symbol. It's not a year. And it's not a star chart either. When read together in ancient language, it is, return, come home.
The original host Li Jinghong, before he died, wanted to tell us that this great show is not a battlefield, but what he left to us. The last refuge for the family to take shelter. This isn't some divine artifact. Look at the spacing between these 4 rings, and the proportion of the carriage body. This corresponds to the 4 layers of city defenses in the capital, the inner city, the outer city, the imperial city, and the forbidden city. This carriage model is actually the key to the entire capital.
Dad, the base is embedded with 12 gears, corresponding to the earthly branch's directions. If this model is real, it means 30 years ago, the original owner, Li Jinghong, was underground, hollowing out the capital's dragon vein.
He built a massive, mechanized city that could determine the fate of the imperial city. So, when Li Jinghong said he's waiting for you at the end, he didn't mean the afterlife, but the end of this mechanized city.
Lord Overseer. Why were these hidden channels sealed 30 years ago, yet still emit a humming sound every grain rain season?
That's the dragon vein turning over. We dare not speculate.
The dragon vein turning over? I think someone built a massive hydraulic well underground. The 12 gears in this model. They control the water gates, right?
Third brother, this stone wall is at least 3 feet thick. Without the key from the model, unless we blow up the ancestral temple, no one can get in.
The hairpin smells of begonia freeze powder. That's a secret imperial hair oil from 30 years ago. Investigate the deposed Empress Su who disappeared 30 years ago. Didn't she die of illness in the cold palace?
Dad, Mom, the imperial clan court records say, Empress Su was executed with poison line for failing ancestral. But the eunuch who carried out the execution that night later died inexplicably in the incineration pool.
Stop hiding. The palace is burning soul-returning incense. It confuses the minds of those who enter. But for me, the chief physician, the smell is too strong. The skeletal proportions are imbalanced. The left shoulder is 3 fingers higher. It's the focal point of the bronze mirror's refraction. Su Wanqing. You took my place. Enjoyed my blessings. But you never knew that every bite of food in this gilded cage was paid for with our blood. That lunatic Li Jinghong never loved you. He just wanted a perfect shadow. 30 years ago, you killed your own kin for immortality. And now you talk of love? Since you're not dead, take us to see him. Ahahaha.
The Li family is finally all here. 30 years of this pact. Today, it ends with this golden car key, Emperor. If you want to keep this throne of yours, you must press this mechanism with your own hand and destroy the past completely. You want me to kill all these witnesses with my own hands, so that the man behind you can stay hidden in the shadows forever, right?
Dad, don't press it. This gear is connected to the capital's canal sluice gate. Pressing it won't destroy the evidence. It will trigger a flood that washes away the inner city. This is the final kill trap left by the former master. If the new ruler is cruel, the whole city will be buried with him.
Ha ha ha. Third brother, hurry find the backup cannon.
Little brother. 3/4 left rotation, pull 5 degrees to the right. That's the only escape route through the flood spillway.
I'm alive. I'm okay. I am the only true sovereign of this great Joe.
I finally understand what Father meant back then. I'll wait for you at the barrier.
I'm relieved that you understand, my son.
That ending was actually left by the former Master Li Jinghong. It's the blueprint for the eternal peace he left for us.
Even though we took over these lives by chance. But since we've already saved all the people in the city, the name of the Li family, we've truly earned it for good.
Actually, 30 years ago, you had already been here once, and this is your second cycle.
This old subject found these in the late Emperor's secret vault. 30 years ago, the late Emperor recorded the prophecy of the evil soul possessing bodies. And now, the appearances of the 5 members of the royal family match the silhouettes in this prophecy perfectly, down to every detail. I beseech the Emperor to abdicate and offer sacrifice to heaven. To Ensheji.
This is just a primitive developing process done with photosensitive ore. That old man wants to use this to frame us as evil spirits.
Lord head of the imperial clan. You say this is a divine revelation from heaven. But this princess, can smell an extremely strong scent of purple mineral salt on these silhouettes. As everyone in Great Joe knows, purple mineral salt changes color under strong light. This is just a cheap trick used to copy paintings.
Nonsense. This is a gift from the gods.
We'll know if it's divine once we test it. Your Majesty, please step into the sunlight. If this shadow is real, when it meets the fire concentrated by this lens, it should become even clearer. If it's forged, it will instantly turn scorched black.
The Great Joe Code. Forging an imperial decree, or using sorcery to deceive the masses, is punishable by beheading. Old imperial clan chief, your performance of heaven's will was too hasty.
Li Jinghong. The name is fake, but that person is waiting. He is waiting for you in the void of return. He is the true master of Great Joe. This isn't an ordinary person's stride. The distance between each step is exactly 2 feet 3 inches. Perfectly uniform. It's a habit unique to the Death Warrior camp. Third brother, the scale needed to support these people is something few wealthy families in the capital could afford.
The arrowheads are coated with honey, not for poison, but to use bee swarms in the forest for navigation. He used clever tactics, but also left clues. Father, this legion has been lurking right under our noses for 30 years.
Vice Minister, why were these honey-coated swords reported as scrap and destroyed 30 years ago? Yet every year at Grain Rain, a huge sum for transportation is sent to Hidden Dragon Valley?
Yes, that was. To drive away pests in the valley.
Repelling pests requires specially made armor-piercing swords? It seems your tenure as Vice Minister is also coming to an end.
Third brother, the smoke vanished halfway up the mountain. There's a hidden vent. That's their hiding cave.
The former minister didn't die. It was the original owner of this body who personally switched him out using a fake death drug. Old man. The enemies we face. Half of them might have been personally saved by our predecessor.
Li Jinghong, you usurper of the state. Where the starlight shines today will be your burial ground.
Isn't this just focusing light and heat? Playing physics with me? Sister, the angle is wrong. Take some people and go move the base supports of those pillars. Second brother, you go capture that mirror operator.
Lower the fire. Shoo.
Heaven's will is clear. The demon failed to harm me and perished in its own flames. This is a blessing for Great Joe.
The former minister attempted regicide and has been executed. You remnants of the hidden dragon, surrender and I'll pardon you.
He didn't die in the fire. He died in his own trap. That's what you call reaping what you sow.
All the remnants are cleared. Great Joe is now completely ours.
One last question. If we are the second round, where did the Li move from the first round end up? This isn't a machine, it's a variant of a water clock. The original Li Jinghong built this here. A massive timekeeping device. He's recording the time of our arrival.
Not only that. These grooves connect to the palace's self-destruct mechanism. The water flow is wrong, seems to lead to a secret door.
So he's not waiting for me, he's trapping me. Third brother, these shadow guards attack to the rhythm of the dripping. Just disrupt the water flow. And they're blind.
Look, the water forms a star chart.
Father, regardless of the truth, we protect Great Zhou's stability.
The late Emperor's decree is here. If the Emperor cannot unveil the Eternal Peace Scroll within 3 days, he is a usurper. Truth will out, but the fate of the realm cannot be shaken by a mere piece of paper. Since I sit on the throne, I need not prove myself to the dead. But since you all wish to see a miracle, I shall grant it.
Old Prince, this soup contains blood-clotting herb and bone-dissolving powder. If my royal blood is flawed, drinking this will shatter my meridians. Do you want the Emperor to die on the spot, or force me to confess? You know this isn't just poison. It's the consequence you sowed yourself.
Your Majesty exaggerates, this is ancestral tradition. You're lying. Impossible. How could you know?
The old prince isn't foolish. What he truly wants is the Emperor's fingertip blood. They coated the Eternal Peace Scroll with a drug. Here, investigate who was in charge 30 years ago of managing the royal household's daily affairs. We need to find that record keeper.
Mom, I found it. That recorder's last name is Zhou. He's been hiding in the Empress Dowager's palace this whole time. He knows the original body Li Jinghong has a terminal illness, heart by syndrome, which is what we modern people call congenital heart disease.
Everyone in this side hall today is of imperial blood. Old Prince, who do you think should drink this bowl of soup? These walls of the Cunning Palace have stood watch for far too many years. It's about time they got a new coat of paint.
Right now, the tides in the palace have already shifted.
Go, tell the Empress Dowager. I've been waiting for her for a long time.
Yes, Your Majesty. Muhi will go right now.
You helped the old prince forge the emperor's medical records. Tricked all the officials into thinking the emperor doesn't have long to live. What death do you think you deserve for this crime?
You won't win. When the Taiping map is unsealed, the true dragon will fall.
Eunuch, you should understand this door of the Empress Dowager must be opened today. Do you want to go with the Empress Dowager?
It's over. Everything is over.
Your Majesty, Empress Dowager.
This old servant couldn't protect you.
It was never you that failed to protect anyone. Step aside.
Every cause has its effect. It all comes full circle.
In the end, you can't run from what's meant to be. You just can't.
Your Majesty, please unseal the typing map.
If the map cannot be opened, we ask your Majesty to abdicate.
Second brother, 3 o'clock position. Use the parabola, Dad. Just keep walking forward. Don't shake your hand.
This really is a miracle. This can't be possible. That lock was a fixed deadlock.
It was a deadlock. But just now, my second brother's sword strike shattered the spring plates inside the lock core directly. This is called brute force cracking, get it?
Old Prince, you just called it a miracle. Why don't you explain something to us? Why are your private soldiers surrounding the Sinang Palace where the Empress Dowager stays right now? Are you trying to stage a mutiny?
Guards! Take the old prince and his accomplices into custody. My great Joe cannot tolerate traitors and villains. Long live! Long live! Long live the Emperor!
Dad, Mom. According to the map, this isn't the Great Joe. This depicts the original master, Li Jinghong. He had our fates drawn long ago. This cycle wasn't created by him. He's been recording it all along. We're just shadows in his brushstrokes. The water clock in the Imperial Mausoleum's underground palace has stopped.
The entire mausoleum is collapsing.
The water clock wasn't for telling time. It was a seal. There's still a living person beneath the underground palace. This isn't withering. It's been soaked in some kind of potion. This pattern of veins was only played with by the original crown prince in his childhood.
He's entered the city. Not only has he entered the city, but he's also bypassed all my hidden sentries.
Someone in the Imperial Guard is aiding him. Those are his old subordinates from 30 years ago.
He hasn't returned to reminisce. Since he's the real one, then in his eyes, we are the shadows who stole his kingdom. Go tell Li Jinghong. Kill, kill, kill. What was lost 30 years ago must be returned. Who are you? It's really you, Your Highness. Then who is Li Mu on the throne? He's the medicine father sought. Once all the medicinal ingredients are gathered, this crippled body of mine can be exchanged for the great Zhou's eternal prosperity. Li Mu, do you know this body and that world is actually already dead? Li Jinghong, you can change my face, change my soul, but you cannot change this royal blood curse. I ask all the princes to look at his left shoulder. Three years ago, I was injured chasing a horse. The Emperor's mother personally used the golden needle acupoint technique to remove that blood clot from me.
This crown prince personally administered the needles. The Imperial Hospital has records of it all. Sir, you impersonate the crown prince. Yet you don't know the crown prince has long since been reborn. This play of exchanging the old for the new is too clumsy.
Sir, you claim to be the original master. Then do you recognize the person in this painting? If you do, then you are the prophesied spirit of silence in the painting. If you don't, you are a treasonous rebel.
You can't win. The five of us understand the world's workings better than you.
You understand reason, but you don't understand. Li Jinghong, you think your father truly loves you? He's just using the life force of you five to gamble on that fissure beneath the earth. Ah. It's really vengeful spirits seeking life. Your Majesty, quickly confess your sins.
Father, these are not underworld soldiers. This is them using diving skins to breathe underwater, then creating shadow puppetry with the smoke. Second brother, shoot into the water.
Ready to release. Throw!
This is revealing powder. Anyone tainted by the tomb's decay will be revealed. Look, everyone, this true crown prince is covered in underworld marks.
Ah,
It's really a fierce ghost. My great Joe doesn't need a true heir living in shadows. My crown prince can relieve the people's suffering, can quell chaos across the lands. Long live the emperor! Long live! Long live!
Dad, this isn't an ancient thing. These sutures are mom's. High polymer synthetic thread from the lab.
This isn't modern suture thread. This is the century-old golden silkworm ice silk from Shu. This silk can enter medicine to transform meridians, preserving living flesh from decay. Old man. This heart belongs to the original crown prince, Li Miu, dug out in childhood. The original emperor Li Jinghong was using his own son's heart to prolong his life.
The original crown prince returns disfigured, not for the throne, but to reclaim his heart.
Not only that, if he retrieves his heart, then we 5 living souls will turn to dust because our bodies cannot withstand the backlash of the original bloodline. "30 years, you've finally come. Your Majesty, regarding the heart-swapping scheme back then. This old minister is the only witness. Where exactly is that Guishu altar? Where is that person hiding now?"
My lords, to restore the original crown prince. You secretly withdrew 3 million taels from the treasury. Now, I, as a royal consort, charge you with treason and freeze all your banks. Without any money, will those assassins of yours still take orders from a heartless ghost?
Li Muhi, your heart is beating way too fast. Why don't you give it back to me? Third brother, get behind me. The enemy is using the resonance effect of this great hall. They're trying to mess with me using acoustic interference.
I read the Dream Pool essays back in the day, remember?
Ha ha ha. You think you've caught me? Take a look at your emperor father. Ha ha ha.
This isn't an illness. This is blood resonance. The original Crown Prince cast a spell on that heart. He's remotely draining the old man's life force.
Mom, Dad, look at the brushstrokes on this painting. There's a blank space here. It corresponds to the Tianshu position of the Imperial Mausoleum.
This has to be the key.
As long as we destroy that spot, the spell will break on its own.
Everyone here, you've all seen it with your own eyes and heard it with your own ears. The dynasty has rotted this far. If we stay silent any longer, we will all perish along with this country. The Crown Prince is unvirtuous. He has brought evil winds into the palace. We beg your majesty to uphold justice and execute the Crown Prince. To appease the people. Kill! 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 Li Jinghong, you gathered these 5 shadows, trying to prolong the fate of your great Zhou. Today I will use these 5 living souls to sacrifice for my 30 years of suffering in hell. I rule by the mandate of heaven, and I save the common people. If you truly love this great Zhou, you know that leaving the country in the hands of a lunatic like you is the true end of the road.
Second brother, at your 3 o'clock, push that tuning pillar. Big sister, go cut off their water source.
The blueprints you left 30 years ago, the flaw is right here in the ritual sequence. In the order of ceremonial rites. Sacrifice to heaven first, then sacrifice to earth.
Drink this. You'll keep your life. Do you want to live as a mortal? Or die as a ghost among these ruins?
Why? Why is it that you shadows can look more real than the real thing?
That last line of writing on the back of the family photo, I just saw it clearly under the altar.
What does it say?
He says when you read this line, it means you've already won. Now, please turn and look at your shadow.
This is not sorcery. We've been in the Imperial Mausoleum for too long. It's coated with shadow-eroding mineral powder. This powder devours shadows under strong light, creating the illusion of no shadow. If the old man lets the court officials see this, we'll become true wandering spirits. We can't wait for it to fade on its own.
Since there's no shadow, then we'll make the entire capital unable to see shadows clearly for a while. Third brother, prepare a large amount of Chelan smoke.
The Emperor's aura is good, but with clouds and mist concealing it, evil spirits may lurk. Your Majesty, please step outside the hall to worship the ancestors in daylight.
Lord Minister, do you wish to see me, or the fate of Grey Joe? Since you wish to see, Shower, bring the items up.
Yes, Father.
Half an inch more to the left, steady, secure everything, no deviation.
Lord Minister, this is the aura viewing screen. Inside the screen, man and shadow become one, showing true sincerity.
Oh. Please, all ministers, enter the screen.
It seems Lord Minister's cultivation is also insufficient, his fate lacking.
Mom, Dad. This powder isn't native to the mausoleum. Someone sprinkled it on our inevitable route back to the capital. That person knew which road we'd take to return.
Third brother, the knocking here has a rhythm, every 3 long and 2 short. It corresponds to our modern. No, it corresponds to the secret code passed down by the royal family.
Is someone at the bottom of the well?
Seems so, but the aura is extremely weak. Don't startle them yet.
Is this a cry for help to us? Or is it luring us deeper?
A 30-year cycle. You think you are the masters? No, you are just new shoots growing from this body's shell. the real Li Jinghong. He refined himself into the dragon vein of Great Zhou.
Old sir, the cracks on your tortoise shell? They were made artificially by fire, a targeted prophecy, right? You want to use this so-called cycle theory to make us doubt ourselves, so that those hiding in the shadows can reap the benefits.
Old man, tell the truth. Who told you to spread this nonsense about physical rebirth here? No, this mark isn't a timer, it's a synchronizer. Every time we accomplish a virtuous deed in Great Zhou, this mark advances one notch. When it's fully charged, we won't be able to tell who's who anymore. Everyone, please follow me upstairs. Your Majesty, the star tracks have aligned. 30 years ago, the late Emperor predicted this day. By activating the Guishu wheel, we can defy fate, and the Great Zhou's reign will last forever. The cost? Just the 5 of you submitting completely, sacrificing your memories.
He's using specific sound frequencies to wash our brainwaves. He's erasing our memories. Second brother, stop the wheel. Jammed the main shaft. Sis, I'll alter the water channel.
Ha! This is heaven's will. How can mortals resist?
I only recognize law and logic. The machine's balance point is in the southwest corner. Destroy it, and this divine machine is just scrap.
Your incense has illusion heart grass in it. You want us to kill ourselves in the hallucination. Try my clear mind powder.
This year, I've saved the famine, quelled the wars. The people of Great Zhou recognize me. I am Great Zhou. This so-called cycle ends today, by my own hand.
Dad, we've finally landed for good. Great Zhou truly belongs to us now.
No, it's not over yet. Look under the ruins.
This was drawn 30 years ago. What's drawn here is actually a city from our world? Could it be that our world is also a dream of Great Zhou? This is no divine miracle. This map is woven from the finest silk threads, using a projection method to scale distant terrain. That so-called modern city is actually Jingchuan transformed. Father, someone is using our fear, luring us to kill ourselves to escape. They want us to destroy ourselves.
Here. You said you dreamed of the car crash scene. Look at this jade pendant. The blood stain on it formed 30 years ago.
That dream was an illusion caused by the soul-returning incense in this room. They want us to believe it was just a dream. That if we die in Great Joe, we'll wake up in the modern world.
Commander Lee, this body is nothing but a chain. Abandon this vessel, and the final destination lies just beyond. You tried to trick my whole family into walking straight into a dead end. Your little act is so clumsy it's painful to watch. Your breathing already gave you away. Immortality. In the year I've sat on the throne, I've built water conservancy projects, pacified border unrest. What I want is not personal eternal life, but the eternal prosperity of all the people of Great Joe. Issue my order, seal the Imperial Mausoleum. All heretical fallacies about reincarnation shall be charged with treason. Ha ha ha. Today I erect this stele here, for all dukes and officials to take as a warning, and for me to always keep as a lesson. Any official who has participated in the Guishu sacrifice and murdered their own relatives, come forward on your own, and I will grant you an honorable death.
In the winter of the 13th year of Tianqi, Zhang Qian, Vice Minister of Revenue, under the pretense of renovating the Imperial Ancestral Temple, transferred 100,000 taels of silver to Guishu Island in the East China Sea.
Come out now. Your heart is beating so loud it's like thunder.
The Empress is indeed remarkable. But you are all souls from beyond this world after all. As long as I activate this illusory spirit formation, the fortune of Great Joe will still return to the original bloodline of the Li family.
Wanli, old man. Second brother threw away those mother magnet blocks you dug out.
This is the only way out.
Mom, Dad, if we crush this, we might just wake up back in the intensive care unit. We can go back to a world with air conditioning, phones, and hot pot.
But if we leave, what will happen to all the people in this city? What about all the students who trust you? All those disaster victims who just started living a decent life? They'll all be thrown into war when power collapses.
Back in the modern world, I was just a clerk processing case files. Here, I am the law of Great Joe. I'm not leaving.
Father, your son is willing to serve as the vanguard and guard the northern border forever. Muhi, what is your choice?
Dad, we've already lived one life here. Since we can't go back, then we'll just make this place our new home.
Your Majesty, the prosperous age has come, all the people have pledged their allegiance to you.
The whole world is united under one rule.
Peace reigns across the four seas.
Long live the Great Joe for eternity. People of Great Joe, starting today, we shall all share this peaceful and prosperous era. There will be no more wars forever. Long live His Majesty. Long live the Emperor.
Dad, the power ran out. But over this past year, I finished drawing Great Joe's first ever complete territory map.
My amendment to the Great Joe Legal Code has also been officially enacted.
With the loyalty of officials and people, I will surely guard this peace for generations to come. Good. That's how we leave family do things. Let's go home. Back to our Chinquin Palace. Let your mom show off her traditional braised pork recipe for us. All 5 members of the Lee family suffered organ failure after 1 year in a deep coma, and were confirmed to have passed away.
We are neither returning visitors nor passers-by. We are here to build a whole new world.